Fuck, I don't like sobriety. This is gonna get weird.
Hail, salutations, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the G.N.A podcast. I'm your host, Blue Shark 45, and it is another special date night with Damok. How you doing tonight, Damok?
Damok! I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I didn't sleep well last night, but I'll push through. I'm actually kind of excited. So this whole crazy crap that's been going on in the world, between that, there's this one guy who's like talking. I won't get too much detail because it goes political, but he's like, yeah, he was like all against like guns and stuff, and then all this shit hits the fan, and he's like, I'm gonna go get a gun. And so I've had firearms for years, and so I'm like, I kind of want a gun. I'm like, no, I need to be responsible. And then I go help, Brittany move out of her place, clean it up. And they had some sale going on with wedding rings and stuff at the diamond store. So I bought her her wedding band, and I bought her wedding present, which was some diamond stud earrings. So I'm like, spent all this money, and she goes, you should get something for your birthday. Like, it's like, like you do all this nice stuff. It's like, it's like, I wish I could buy you something. And I was like, So I started looking into a 22 at first with an AR-15 platform, just to have something that's cheap ammo to shoot. And then my friends talked me out of it. And
thank fucking God they talked you out of it.
Yeah, so now I'm building one. And I've had most of the parts now for about a week. And the loader receiver comes in on Monday. I go pick it up, and then I'm gonna drive to my buddy's place, and he's gonna put the parts for the loader receiver together, and we're gonna go test out the gun next weekend. So I've been checking my phone like a madman until it finally said shipped, and excited about that.
Hey, man, there you go. Gun ownership is responsible ownership. As long as you're not a dickhead with it, man, you'll have a good time. And
yeah,
man, stress relief. We're not just shooting plain fucking targets. The best targets, honestly, that I've really, really enjoyed are not the people fucking paper targets. It's the little metal plates. And you just, that satisfying ding when you hit them. And man, that's just, stress relief. And you go, and as long as you're responsible, man, fuck it, dude. I've owned a shit ton of guns in my life, so yeah.
There's one where it's like I've seen it with a vertical bar, and I've seen it with a horizontal bar, and it's these plates, these discs that are on springs that you have to hit them just right, and they'll flip over to the other side, and it's a game that you play against an opponent to see who can knock over which to which side. So there's like 3 of one color on one side and 3 of a color on another side on the vertical one. And we would play this game where it's you try to shoot all of yours over to one side before someone shoots all of theirs onto your side, and you can shoot theirs too. And it's fun. Steel's a lot more fun than paper.
Oh yeah, man, and that's a great game. We had the ones. It's the vertical one that's set up, and you have 5 of the metal plates, and they're painted white on one side, red on the other, and then you go and take your turn, and while you and your buddy are both firing at them back and forth, trying to see who ends up, you both only get so many rounds each, and hopefully you don't end up with more color on your side than his.
Yeah, I like that stuff. But let's get into, this is G.N.A podcast, so let's get into what we're drinking tonight. So what are you partaking in tonight, Damok?
I was gonna go and get some beer. just some local fucking beer from Sheets because it's close to my house. But God wanted to go to the ABC store, so I'm like, fuck it, let's go to the ABC store. I ended up getting some Aviation Gin, which is Ryan Reynolds gin. And because I'm a gin and tonic fan, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So I picked up a bottle of that, and then I proceeded to open it as soon as we got home. And now I'm 4 gin and tonics in and going, oh, fuck, dude. I was going to do something. Oh, yeah, the podcast. So here I am.
You're not doing too bad. So I had a dental procedure this week, so I'm back on the antibiotics kick. So I am enjoying Green Wise, but this time it's strawberry flavored sparkling water. This shit is delicious. So I've seen this before. It's sold in a bottle, a little tiny. I wouldn't even say it's not even a 1 liter. It's like half of a liter almost. So I saw it in the store and I was like, I'm not gonna spend the money on that. So the fiance texts me one day when she's going to the grocery store and says they're out of lemon and they're out of lime, but they have strawberry. And I'm like, in the can, strawberry in the can. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, then get the strawberry in the can. And I'm like, specifying in the can. It's like, it's a 12 pack. And I'm like, I'm so happy. This stuff's delicious. It's great. I think it's my new favorite. Like the lemons, like, it's good, but this is just great. I mean, again, it's still not this sugary rush that you would get from like an actual strawberry, but the strawberry flavors in there, and I really like it. And it's the only thing that's keeping me sane, the fact that I can't have like beer or something like that. Like this is my go-to when I don't need alcohol in me. I have something else, I'll grab this instead of a glass of water.
All right, so what's the brand name of it?
Green Wise. So it's Publix's organic brand. You know, like,
okay,
you go to like Walmart or Winn-Dixie and they have their own like store brand version of something
everybody
else.
has their own store brand version of now. So you're talking the Publix store brand, and you like the strawberry in the can.
Yeah, so Publix has the Publix brand, but then they have the organic brand, which is Green Wise. And so, yeah, it's strawberry flavored sparkling water.
Okay, so we shop Publix because it's better than fucking everywhere else. We have a Food Lion near us and Weiss, and there's a Lidl, but it's further away, and that's trash. Now, we do have the luxury of not having a Whole Foods, because fuck Whole Foods, and I don't give a fuck. I love Amazon, but fuck Amazon, fuck Whole Foods. We don't do that bullshit. We do have a Wegmans, but it's much further away, and I'm not trying to drive for 30 minutes to get there through fucking traffic.
Dude, I'd drive 30 minutes to get a Publix sub from Publix. I don't know if you've had one of these before, but like, they know how to make subs. They are
really,
they're really good subs. Like Subway's trash. Quiznos is nice and hot and everything, but Publix is everything that you want on a sandwich. Like they got all the cold cuts, they got all these different so when you go to the deli counter, you know how like they got all the different types of cheeses and meats and stuff. So you got that kind of selection. So it's not just turkey and ham. No, it's like some like special type, like Parmesan ham or some Sausalito turkey. Like you can get like all these different cold cut flavors, all these different types of cheeses. It's not just Colby, cheddar, or American. Oh, it's Swiss, Gouda. All you name it, they got it. And then what they're really good is they take chicken tenders. I'm gonna put it on the sub. Those are that's bomb stuff right there. Like some damn good chicken tenders.
Man, come on now. I already had dinner. Don't try and get me all started on food. I'm like, it sounds good, but I've already ate. And I'm like, but you know what? Tomorrow morning's going to sound good too. And no, that, Subway is Subway. It's cheap. It's always been cheap. I've never expected greatness from it. Quiznos, I've only had a handful of times. I wasn't impressed. Firehouse subs, I've really enjoyed. But honestly, I just go to Wawa and I enjoy Wawa subs, or I go to
Yeah.
Sheets and have a made-to-order sub there. But I'm gonna have to try Public subs now that you're. I think this is like the second or third time that you've touted that they're pretty good. Now I'm just
Yep.
gonna have to go down there and try and pick me up one for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, people say Florida's a shit show, but we got Public subs.
Oh boy, we can say a lot about Florida with what's going on in the news right now, but
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
leave that alone.
So let's go into some state of games. What have you been playing, Damok?
Oh no, you're gonna answer first, man. I can't keep going first.
All right. So I've been I got 1 day of gaming done this week. Let's see. I played for like a few hours. I know this is all sad and depressing, but I've Thane's stuff busy. I'm also started poking my nose into the world and stopped living under a rock. So I've been getting like consuming a lot of like political knowledge. Some of it, like I've been consuming political commentary videos on stuff that's happened like months ago to kind of like pick up that stuff. So if I start going too far into this, eventually you're going to hear Cecil edit in I am Groot. But I played for a few hours. I played some Division with some buds. That's working my way through the seasons, trying to finish stuff up. Played with some randoms. I like that they added that in, because I really don't remember it being like, you used to have to like go to the computer. Now I just randomly in the world, someone just drops in. Like if I open up my lobby, I just get a random person will just drop into my world with me. I don't know if they're going to the computer and they're matchmaking with someone, but I don't go to the computers anymore. I just say, open it up, and people just randomly come in, and they're generally like down with whatever I'm doing. Like I've never had someone be like wandering off in La La Land. They're usually like, I mark the objective, and they're like, boom, and they go to the objective.
Hey man, that's not so damn bad.
Yeah, I've gotten lucky so far. But yeah, that's my state of games. I know Ubisoft's got their show on Sunday, and if you're listening to this, you've missed it. But they were going to give away... what were they going to give away? They were going to give away like a copy of a game. I'm dying, don't have it in front of me. But yeah, so it's like you just watch their show. It's because, E3 is not happening this year. So watch and earn. So log into Ubisoft.com and unlock Watch Dogs 2 free on PC and other sweet rewards. So
Hey, damn, I almost bought that on the Steam sale. But I was like, no, I don't know if I'll actually play, but free? Yeah, sure, I'll log into that shit.
yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to log in and I'm going to watch it that day. And yeah. What's on the docket for me. But what is your state of games?
I have been so fucking neck deep in games this week, dude. I have played one more round of Fortnite. It's my second only ever round of Fortnite, and I won in a solo match.
Nice.
I only played 2 matches of Fortnite. The first one I played a team one, and we won. The second time, I played a solo because I was checking out the GeForce Now on my desktop and seeing if it was just a weird laptop problem. And I played Fortnite on there, and I won solo. Other than that, I've been neck deep in the Steam sales all fucking week, man. Last week, this week, I've been doing everything, just digging through, buying the kids stuff, buying myself stuff, looking at all these games that are going to sit on a back burner and probably... just collect dust, sadly. There's so many that I wanted to play, and I picked up so many good games, and I'm really excited. Although with Cyberpunk being delayed as long as it is, then I might have some time to kick into these games and play a little bit here and there. But yeah, honestly, I haven't had a lot of time to play. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos because I checked out a lot of gameplay videos to make sure that, yesterday being the very last day of the Steam sale, I was making sure that everything was ironed out and we were going to be good to go and I was going to get everything that I wanted. And yeah, so I played around a Fortnite.
Nice. Hey man, you got that good 2-0 record.
Yeah, dude, and I'm never going to play again, but I'm probably going to end up playing because the kids were like, oh, Fortnite, my friends all play that. Can I play? Can we put it on the other computer? We're like, hey, what if we set up a new computer? Like, oh, son of a bitch, man, I'm going to set up a third computer for these girls. Yeah. So there's going to be 3 desktops, and God knows how many laptops are in this house, and tablets, and cell phones, and
Switches.
Kindles, and there's already 4 Switches in the house. Like, dear God. But we'll see. Maybe they'll want to play it on Switch, and it'll be easier and cheaper. It's free, so
it's free.
It'll be easier. So there we go. I'll play it on PC and then whoop their ass the entire time and just watch them cry.
Yeah, I got a friend. She plays it enough that she earns all enough points to buy the season thing, whatever. It gives you cosmetics or stuff. But I mean, yeah, you can play it free.
Yeah,
you don't mind random. You're fine.
Yeah, right. That's what I did. I played fucking random both times, and I could tell that I was playing against either A, children, or B, mobile users, because it was super easy to gun down people, and I was like, wow, I didn't even have a sniper rifle. I just had some little burst fire thing, and as soon as I started strafing, they couldn't keep up with me, and I thought that was hilarious. And just gunned him down. I was like, man, if this was Counter-Strike, my ass would have been had instantaneously because somebody could strafe better than I could. And yeah, this person just kind of stood still and I strafed him. And I was like, how the fuck did it make it me and you the last goddamn people standing? But whatever. It is what it is. I had a good time doing it. Yeah, and the kids are like, how did you earn V-Bucks? I don't even know what the fuck V-Bucks are. They had to explain it to me. And I was like, oh, that's what that number is in the corner. And yeah, like you're saying, you can get the season pass or whatever. And I don't know what season it's on, but yeah, you buy the season pass with your V-Bucks. And everybody's like, hey, it costs real money. How did you get some? I was like, I didn't pay for none of this. I said it was free. So,
yeah, you just got to win. Just got to do good, kid.
Did.
There you go. Very nice. Yeah, I've never been one for those Battle Royale games. I don't know what it is. I'm not a good multiplayer person. I'm good in teams sometimes. But I definitely don't like going down and then just that's it. I like, all right, well, I screwed up. Revive next round. Next life. Let's try again.
Oh, man, I completely understand. PUBG, I think, was the first one to come out, and it was the first big Battle Royale to come out, and I completely ignored it because I looked at it and was like, no, fuck that, dude. That game's not for me. And then Fortnite came out and took the world by storm, and I was like, no, fuck that. That's not for me. Those Battle Royale games are not for me. Then Warzone came out, the new Call of Duty, and I was like, that game's not for me. I don't give a fuck about it. And then I had some real life friends that I grew up with in high school and everything, and they were like, hey man, you should fucking jump on this and just play with us. We don't take it serious. We're just screwing around. It's just for a lot of fun. And I was like, I mean, it's free. Fine, screw it. It's got to be better than Fortnite because Fortnite looks cartoonish. It's got to be better than PUBG because, fuck it, it's free. So I jumped on, I played a couple rounds. Like, this is actually really fun when I was playing with fun people. And, I had a great time playing the team aspect of it. And then, yeah, I still have never played PUBG. I still don't have an interest. Fortnite was free, and the only reason I got it was so that I could test the GeForce Now experience on this laptop. And then I tested it on the desktop because I was having those weird connection issues on the laptop. But yeah, they're not amazing. Fortnite's free, so sure, but Modern Warfare is free, but they're having a whole bunch of issues right now. And I know we're going to get into one of them, but they have an even bigger issue as of late that, maybe we'll wait till next week to make sure that everything's ironed out with that.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get into this this ridiculousness. This is so I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this before, but it's something called free bleeding. Someone made this joke that it was a joke to them, but they convinced people. And it was this idea that when women are going through their menstrual cycle, that they shouldn't have to be confined to wearing pads or tampons. I kid you not.
Oh, I know you're not kidding. I've seen it.
So someone started this trend, and people thought it was serious, and they thought it was a real thing.
It's a 4chan thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know who started this, but this ain't fucking real.
Oh, dude, no. It wasn't real, and then it fucking went viral, and then became real, and Twitter was full of pictures of girls bleeding through their shit, dude, no matter what they were wearing. Yeah. Oh, dear God, it's fucking amazing. It was just a huge troll. I love that.
So the same things happened to the OK symbol. So for those of you who don't know, the OK symbol is your thumb and your index finger makes a circle, and you leave your other 3 fingers up in the air. So that's okay. When I was a kid, that meant okay. When I took a diving class that was taught by the professional, what's it called again? Professional Association of Diving Instructors, PADI. This OK symbol is how you asked or how you confirmed that you were okay underwater. Because you can't talk underwater unless you got those fancy microphones. And you could say, oh, no, you should do thumbs up. No, thumbs up means something completely different, people. It means let's go up.
Yeah, that's surface, baby.
This is okay. Thumbs up is let's go up. And so when I see this shit, I'm just like, this does not mean white power.
Yeah, dude, this shit is so great, man. I love it.
Someone decided to see Donald Trump does that. He does this hand gesture, or I've heard people, it's like some 3-point symbol that some school does, and someone didn't like it and decided to make it a white supremacist thing, and then this is my opinion, go from here. What I've told you before, people decided to turn this into something else. This was all it meant was okay, or if you held it below your waist, it was that game where if you looked at the hole, your buddy got to punch you. So,
whoa! That's a very different OK symbol. That symbol looks like that. And now I get to punch you because you looked stupid. Like, okay, it
has to be below your waist. Okay, has to be below your waist. Below your waist. Dang it!
No, it never has to actually be below the waist. It just has to be in the visible area. And if you fucking looked, and that's the 3 fingers pointing down. It's an inverted OK symbol.
Whatever. Anyway, so. That's all that stuff was. And then someone made it into this white supremacist, white power thing. And so now it's getting banned left and right by other people. And someone's gotten fired for this crap. And now Infinity Ward's on the bus. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of the world. They have decided that they are going to placate to a bunch of idiots who have no idea what they're talking about. And they decided that they're going to take it out because, and this is what I really think it's because it was originally used by people. They would flash it right after you died, so you would show up in your kill cam like, ha, gotcha. And now they've replaced it with something else. What did they call this thing? Oh, fudge. What's it?
All right.
New one called Crush during the games. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a heart or what, but
I don't even know what the Crush one is. I know it got replaced. I've read the article on it, but I haven't seen what Crush is. And here we go. Unfortunately, it's just me and you, but to be fair, gamers like us and other gamers not like us are complete and utter assholes, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you're a gamer, you're or if you listen to this podcast and you're a gamer, you're an asshole, just like we are. We all know that the OK symbol is not a white power symbol. That is the stupidest fucking thing that I've ever heard in my whole goddamn life. However, we also know it's a huge internet joke to do that. Modern Warfare came out, right? And that came out after everyone was already doing the controversial, the OK symbol is the white power signal. So we started using it in video games as a, not like, haha, okay, I killed you, but let's just fuck around and use the OK symbol like utter fucking assholes that we are. Because the gaming community as a whole, male or female or fucking trans, it doesn't fucking matter. Everyone who's playing video games like this is an asshole in some way, shape, or form. But it was a hilarious gesture because you can't seriously believe that it's a white power gesture. That just makes you a fucking moron. But for video gaming, it's really funny to make fun of it and all of that because, video games transcend race anyways, so it doesn't fucking matter. Everybody's having a good time, and as long as you're not over there screaming the N-word and being a complete piece of shit, like, it's alright to be a jackass and have fun and poke fun at whatever the media is saying something is, because that's kind of how we, express ourselves.
Yeah, because we see the stupidity in the world. Some of us do, but yeah, it's the ADL, which is the anti defamation. Jesus Christ, I'm having a hard time saying this word. The ADL,
Defamation League or whatever.
Yeah, Defamation League. Defamation League. So they have an article about how it stands for white power. So I think that's what Activision's using as their jumping off point for why they're doing it. But it's stupid. It really is. Like they've come down and they've mentioned their support for the BLM movement, not BDL movement. I don't even know what BDL stands for.
I was getting excited, dude. That was like Bondage Liberation Force or some shit. I was like, hell yeah! Like, where can I go and pick up some free like bondage slaves, man? This could be fun.
But so they've announced their support for the BLM movement, and so they said they're going to crack down on people being racist. But it's a video game. How the hell are you going to tell? I never know who I'm playing with. I know when I'm playing with a little boy. Well, sometimes they're women. Depends on the voice. But it's like you don't know. Like it's not. There's nothing to like. I don't know about you, but most of my gaming profile pics in gaming have been like characters.
Oh
Xbox
man, dude,
added the avatar stuff. But like I still use the Blue Shark 45 logo.
Oh shit, not me, dude. I'm still like 12 and 13, and I always pick like skulls and robes and like figures like that. Like I gotta think my Steam profile is that skull and crossbones with the pirate patch on his eye. And I'm like, yeah, that's still tough and badass.
Yeah, so it's like it's not like you can't even like necessarily look at a profile and know know if it's a girl, know if it's a guy, know if it's someone of this color, that color. Like I don't know.
No, man, that's why I said gaming transforms or transcends race, because you're just there to have a goddamn good time and play for fun. And the people that are running around and screaming the N-word and doing really stupid stuff, then, fuck you, dude. Get the fuck out of the goddamn game. And I'll normally just mute you because I'm done with it. I mean, video gaming is kind of where I learned my mom was a pedophile, right? Like,
crazy. Trash talking. Oh, yeah. And we could really go into how I think some people really need to there's some people in this world that need to go back and sit in the Halo 2 and 3 pre-game lobbies and post-game lobbies, because there's some fragile people out there in this world, and man, there was no anti-bully or measures being taken when I was playing games like that. Like, when I was going through that, I have heard some evil, mean shit in those lobbies. Like, there, no mercy.
But do
No
you hear
mercy.
that shit anymore? If you were going to Master Chief Collection is just out. Do you hear any of that shit anymore?
See, the problem is that I don't sit in lobbies anymore. I sit I'm in parties with my friends. So that's another thing. Like, I don't know if it's still going on. Like, they've made measures and they've made jumps to stop a lot of it. But I noticed that a lot of people we've done activities before with randos, and we've been like, hey, and they're like, they never respond, and it's like, they either don't have a mic or they're sitting in a party and, you know, they're playing by themselves in Destiny, and the 4 of us or the 5 of us can't talk to this person because they won't go into game chat. But most of the time, like, we're in there, so I don't even know if it's going on anymore. But I feel like with all of these like crackdowns on this stuff, that cyberbullying stuff, that it doesn't exist.
See, there's a 16-year-old girl in the house who plays video games, and she's really just starting to find herself in multiplayer video games, and she wants to play with friends, but not all of her friends play the same games at the same time, and they're kind of all over the place, and they're not exactly what she's interested in playing. So she's been trying to get into some of the multiplayer lobbies, and I'm going, oh fuck, this is gonna get nasty. And I'm like, hey kiddo, if you hear this and this and this, just ignore it. Don't fucking talk to these people. Let me show you how to mute them, and let me help you out with that. And for the most part, and I want to say for the most part, because there's been about 30 people that I've had to put on mute because, fucking my mom and, the N-word seem to be their favorite things to go to, of course. And it's like, yeah, okay. And they sound like they're 10, right? So they're doing that, and you're like, okay, they think it's cool and whatever. But for the most part, it seems to be more people just talking about playing the game and the objectives. Now, you do get hammered real bad when you're playing a game that has a tactical objective and you're not playing to the tactical objective. They get a little pissy about that, and you will get some names thrown at you that way. But I'm no longer hearing the racist slang as much. It's still there, but I'm not hearing it as much. And yeah, the only other part that I have heard is, she doesn't want to play video games with a microphone at all. And, obviously because she's a girl, and she just says that she doesn't want to play and let people hear her voice on there, because she tried a couple times and people got a little creepy. And it's like, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so, people just do things, and thankfully, she's not fucking broken to the part where she goes, oh, I can use my female voice to get these idiotic gamers to just follow me around and give me shit. She hasn't graduated to that level yet. But yeah, give it some time. Now, the 11-year-old, oh, dear God, I have to keep her out of chat rooms because, holy shit, dude, she gets on Roblox, she just jumps into random games and just wants to chat, and she'll be like, yeah, I'm 11, I'm a female, I live in such and such, and I'm like, son of a bitch! And
yeah,
this is why I have guns!
Yeah, it's like internet safety. You gotta have that talk.
She's gotten better.
When we got to college, and it felt weird telling people like, yeah, I live in Florida, and then it's like being more, because it used to be like, yeah, I live on the East Coast. Where? Somewhere down south. It's like as descriptive as I got. But then I started seeing people get like swatted and all this other stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm still not going to give away a lot of like exact locations, but yeah, it's you definitely got to be careful, especially when you're a kid. Like, there's some creepy people out there, and there's some really mean people out there too.
It's very true. But from what I have seen from her doing, because I no longer join public lobbies and pay attention to that shit, I play with everybody. If you're in the Discord, let's play some goddamn video games, even if you're somebody I don't know. But it would be controlled to the Discord, and then, hey, you start popping off, then I'll run over and be like, Blue, ban him, Cecil, ban him. This is woohoo, no. This is a no-go. And not because you're a shithead, because you can be a shithead. I'm a shithead game player. But when you start popping off and getting like creepy, then yeah, it is time to call that shit quits. But if you're in the Discord, let's play some fucking video games, man. I'm always willing to play with new people. It's just no longer playing in public chat rooms. So I don't play. Yeah. I have listened to the 16-year-old play in the chat rooms, and it's not as bad as when I believe me and you were playing, when the chat rooms are still a very new concept. And especially voice, because voice didn't really, I mean, we've always had, it was not Mumble, it was fucking TeamSpeak, and before TeamSpeak was the big one, it was, oh fuck, I don't remember off the top of my head. Roger
AOL Instant Messenger.
Well, yeah, AOL Instant Messenger, but I mean, like, come on. If we're doing AOL Instant Messenger, then we're still playing on fucking GameSpy, man. We're loading up the GameSpy server, just like, what is it, you launch it, let's get on with the killing. And like, hell yeah. And you're picking your fucking Quake game, or your first Counter-Strike game, or your Team Fortress Classic, and you're trying to do that shit, yeah. Well, I remember GameSpy. I remember, all right, we got to get together. And then what, AIM graduated into ICQ so that you can have 30 different instant messaging programs, but ICQ crashed constantly and it was trash. And oh, dear God, let's not go back down that route, man. Let's just use Discord and be done with it, please.
the advancements we've made. But yeah, it's definitely a different world. I mean, yeah, 360, first time getting into gaming, 16 with online gaming like that, and like hearing someone's voice, and it's just like, holy shit. Like,
oh dear God, you were 16 when the 360 came out?
Nah, I was probably like 15 or something. That was when I got mine.
Dude, I was older than that when the first Xbox came out.
Yeah, dude, I'm a youngin' compared to you. I'm a youngin', man. I'm gonna be 31 this month. So yeah, it's the gaming stuff, like getting into those lobbies, like, man, they were vicious, but I don't know. It's good and it's bad, and it depends on who you are, and it depends on what you have. Like, if you have like people and you've got like a good support group, then it's just like, yeah, screw those people, they don't matter. Like, that's what I used to do I used to tell. So I had two things going for me. One was like, your opinion doesn't fucking matter because you don't matter to me. And then two was, and it's a little bit darker, I used to always just say, I've heard worse shit from myself. Said to myself. Like, but it's just like, yeah, there's some mean people, but there was a lot of nice people too. They were like helpful, like, you know, made some friends. I don't remember his gamer tag, but there was just some guy, and I was playing SWAT in Halo, and like we just went over and we just hit it off, and we would just like play doubles and stuff, and it was a lot of fun doing that. You know, so there's some good and bad, but let's get into some news with some Stardew Valley. So, Stardew Valley's creator teases a mysterious new addition to Willie's Fish Shop. This is coming from who did we get this from? This came from you, and this is off of PC Gamer. So, I don't play Stardew Valley.
Really?
Nope.
You're missing out, man. Seriously.
Apparently I am. I don't even know if I have that game. I know I've got Terraria.
You say that after the Steam sale. God damn it.
Don't buy crap from me. No. Let's not do that. because I may never even get into it.
No, dude, I ain't buying it for you, man. I'm gonna buy it for the girlfriend, and she's gonna get into it. And then you're gonna have to get into it, and then we're all gonna start a massive colony. We'll be good to go, man.
You and colonies scare me with what drug addictions and what were some of the twisted things you would do and what's it called?
No. There's no twisted nothing, dude. I just run a drug empire that's forced labor from slaves and all of that from the people that I catch that try and raid my colony, and I just war crimes extended. I suture their mouths shut, I lobotomize them, and I force them into my prison labor camps, and then they manufacture my drugs that I turn into yayo, and I go ahead and sell that cocaine on the interstellar market. I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's not in my library of games, but I think I've seen Zyber play this one before. That was a Terraria. Or maybe it was Stardew Valley. I'm not doing good. I know. I'm failing. You're all shaking your head. Just don't turn off the podcast. It gets better.
I don't know, man. I've been drinking a lot of gin. I'm like, oh, shit. We got a lot of articles to go through.
Not as many as we had last week. But so, the creator of Stardew Valley, they're teasing a mysterious new addition to Willie's Fish Shop. So, he did this back in July 6th. It looks like he's added a door in the back of the shop. So, don't know what you're going to be able to do back behind his shop, but he says he's working on a couple new things. He's not giving a lot of detail.
No, he's not going to give a lot of detail. It's going to be one of those things where, RimWorld got a surprise 1.1 update along with the new expansion that launched for it. I believe Terraria got another out of the blue big update. They're like, no, we're done with the game, and then they keep adding stuff. Stardew Valley, hey, they're kind of done with the game, or so we thought, and then bam, there's something new. It's a very mysterious tweet, and then if you go into Willie's shop, they revamped the way the back of the shop looks, and now there's an awkward green door, but who's that knocking on the green door? We don't know yet, because it's still not hashed out.
Yeah, and we'll just have to see. They've got some speculation about what it could be, but we'll leave that for when they actually confirm what it is instead of just speculating on what this could or couldn't be. But, so you play Stardew Valley?
Everyone in this house plays Stardew Valley. I played it when it first came out. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I do pay attention to Stardew Valley news to see what comes out and what doesn't.
So you excited about this new mystery?
Not exactly, but I'm pretty sure the girlfriend might be, and probably the kids, and we'll go from there. Personally, I can't get back into Stardew Valley because it just kind of sucks my whole life into it for a couple weeks, and I'm like, where the fuck did time go? But I have a beautiful farm.
Nice.
It's laid out, and it's very nice. And I'm not going to revamp it because it has taken me shameful amounts of time to create and perfect.
Oh, there's nothing shameful about it, Daymok. This is a safe place.
No, it is not. It has never been a safe place. This is the internet. The internet is never safe.
That is very true. All right, so for those of you who were really excited about wall running when they added it to the world of gaming, and it just made your day, and those of you that were really excited about wall running and were really into Cyberpunk 2077, sorry, CD Projekt Red is cutting out the flashy feature. But they are saying that you'll still be able to move in style. They have not really gone into how you will be moving in style. But they just said, it wasn't going to make it to the final game. they had design reasons, and they're like, it's just the game's still going to offer flexibility on how they move through the world, but they're just not going to allow wall running. I could care less. I mean, it just... I haven't messed with the game.
I'm a big fan of Cyberpunk, obviously, and I honestly don't give a fuck that they cut wall running out. I got that some people were hopeful, like, oh yeah, that's gonna be cool as shit. And the first thing I realized is I didn't realize there was wall running. And when they said they cut it out, I was like, yeah, okay, it's probably for the best, because yeah, I know it's Cyberpunk, and I know it's like, 2077, and it's all ultra timeline futuristic craziness, and yeah, but still, even wall running would just kind of ruin all concepts of everything. Why have flying cars if I could fucking wall run, and then I could just leap off fucking skyscraper, because I could have rocket fucking propelled boots at that point too, so I could I'll just fast travel through jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper. So they have to ground it in some shit ass reality, I guess. But yeah, I know I'm not sad that wall running's gone. I didn't know it was going to be in the game in the first place. So
did they have a beta?
Fuck no, dude. They had a super crazy release copy that they sent to the press that you can see a whole bunch of YouTube videos on, but everybody pretty much played the exact same mission, and they all seemed to play it the exact same way. I swear to God, no one fucking deviated or like went sideways with it, and I was really upset that I've not seen a good playthrough from all the review copies. So they were either told you have to play like this and here are all the decisions you have to make, because they all made the same fucking decisions, or humanity's really fucking boring and everybody made the same decisions thinking they were going to be different.
Okay, so if they hired someone to do this that has never played a video game in their life, I could possibly believe that. But I think it really is just, they were probably told you can only do X, because maybe they didn't have, like, if you made another decision, it broke the game, or it just wasn't available. But Destiny, fuck that. I didn't go in a straight line. I went, what's over here? What's that over there? What's over there?
No, I thought about that as well, right? And you're like, all these review copies that came out, and everybody made the same decisions. But then I watched a lot of them, and while the game does seem to have the option of multi-choice, it's more of an illusion of multiple choice. Yes, you can do one thing or the other, but I'm going to go after the money to get the better cybernetic implants instead of trying to fuck everybody over and not get the cybernetic implants and all of that. So but I guess if you're going to try and play it as a more purist, where I want very little cybernetic, so that's why I think the game's going to have a ton of replayability. But it's not out yet. It's not close to being out yet. So I say not close. It's several months away, but we'll see. We got time. I think we'll see more of it as it gets closer and closer, and I'll judge it more from there. But hopefully it wasn't because they were all told they had to make the same choices.
One can only hope.
Well, that ruins a review copy of anything.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, and then let's get into our final article of the evening.
Final article? I think you're missing a couple, buddy.
Am I? Oh, well, then we've got more after this. So, Sony's PlayStation 4 hits her Horizon Zero Dawn coming August 7th to PC. So, it's making its way to PC.
Not just that, you're missing it. What's the little subtitle?
Complete Edition.
I don't give a fuck about that. It says with ultra wide support and unlocked frames.
Okay, still doesn't justify $50. You ask me.
Yeah, it absolutely does, dude. I've never been interested in Horizon Zero Dawn, but I've seen some gameplay of it. It looked really cool, but as soon as they said PlayStation, I'm like, fuck that, dude. I don't give a shit. Don't want to play it. Not going to play it. As soon as they said PC, and then they said ultra wide support, and they're going to unlock the frame rates, dude, I'll buy games at full price if they're worth it. And I don't know where you've been, but if you go back and look at the PlayStation gameplay of Horizon Zero Dawn, it looks good from what I've seen.
All right. Well, I don't know. This whole idea is paying like a full price for a game. I mean, maybe they really go for $60, but I mean, like $50 for this. I don't know.
Now, didn't we just talk about how one game company is upping the price due to inflation of video games? Was that last podcast? Did we miss an article where
we might have missed that article?
Or they're going to start charging, instead of, $59.99 for games, they're going to start charging, was it $70 or $80? Right?
70. And I think I've seen Twitter's been talking about paying $70 for a game
for the new NBA 2K22, I guess. So yeah, the new EA Sports games. EA's going, inflation! We have to charge more for our games now. And I thought we covered that, but I don't know. I was pretty fucked up last podcast. And oh my god, dude, you talked for like an hour about Twitch streamers. Like, son of a bitch, dude. My brain shut off. It was bad.
Yeah,
I'm giving you a hard time. You had a great topic and you really focused on it, and it was good.
Did. I hyper focused on it. The ADD just went zoom.
No, I could tell that you were legit totally into that article, and I was like, I legitimately don't give a fuck about this article. I just sat there like, yeah, okay, cool, dude.
Yeah, I could tell. I was like, we're boring Daymok. Like, Cecil was like, he's like, I edited Daymok's audio for you real quick just because I had spare time. He doesn't talk a lot, and I'm like, yeah, because I was talking so much. He's like, yeah, you were running your mouth.
Hey man, it's all good. Normally it's me running my stupid mouth, but you actually had intelligent stuff to say, but I was just sitting there like, the fuck? Like, why the fuck are we talking about Twitch?
I try to bring some class and intelligence to this show once in a while.
No, you did, man. It was good. I was just like, what the fuck? I just kept drinking and was like, god damn, does it ever stop?
It does. It does eventually stop. But yeah, so that's coming to PC in August. And, I mean, it's a great game. I don't think I looked. I remember so this is where I watch a lot of my games. PlayStation. Can't play it, so I'm going to watch it. And a lot of the stories are interesting, like Last of Us. What's it called? Not Far Cry. Dang it, Nathan Fillion.
Oh, I know the games that I actually want to sit and play. I know which ones you're talking about, and they're gonna fucking leave a blank in my goddamn head today. I just saw it downstairs too, because we just got a couple of the games, so I can play them.
Yeah, so the games that he was in, where he's an archaeologist and he's hunting down things like Drake.
Yeah, he's like Nathan Drake, right?
Yeah.
Man, I have to Google this because they're going to fucking kill us if we don't remember this.
Yeah, I know. But they were like I remember when they first came out, there was like they were this big cinematic thing. It was like playing a movie.
Uncharted.
There we go. So the Uncharted series I've watched because, don't own a PlayStation, so I've always liked it. And so I watched the Horizon Zero Dawn game, and I got about halfway into it, and I'm like, I think I know where this is going. And it pretty much went in that direction. I never did go back for... I think they had DLC in this game. So I haven't seen that. I could be wrong. Well, if it's a complete edition, then there's got to be DLC for this, so...
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I dropped all interest in it as soon as they said... Like, I saw a trailer for it, and I was like, ooh. that looks interesting. They're like, PlayStation Line, never mind, get fucked. I'm not going to play it because I don't really play PlayStation games. I know Cecil plays PlayStation games. I think Zyra definitely plays PlayStation games, but I don't think too many other people are completely on the PlayStation or the Microsoft bandwagon, to be completely fair.
We got a lot of PC gamers.
Oh, yeah. But, I did watch some of the trailer, and I'm going to have to go back and watch Horizon Zero Dawn again on PC. But the fact that I don't care about ultra-wide support, because I don't play on an ultra-wide monitor. I play on a regular fucking 1440p widescreen monitor. But the unlocked frame rates. So it's no longer, I don't know if it was 30 or kept at 60 or what it was on the console, but for them to come out and be like, yeah, we're not going to like screw people over. The only question that I have is this going to hurt Sony's new PlayStation 5? They're going to lose an exclusive title and an exclusive game.
Nope, because this is the old, they're coming out with a new one.
But if Horizon Zero Dawn launches to good fanfare and good sales on PC, depending on which platform, they're probably going to put it on Steam. But if it launches to
Epic Store, I think.
Is it Epic only, or is it going to be across the board?
Never mind.
I don't see anything.
So both Steam and Epic Store.
And see, I can do that. Steam and Epic Game Store on August 7th. And it'll be good to go. So they're going to launch it on both platforms, which is what they should do, honestly, to capitalize on the amount of money that they're going to make. The next Horizon game may be a limited PlayStation 5 exclusive, right? It could be time locked and then jump to PC depending on how well Zero Dawn goes. And that could take away from the pool of PlayStation 5, which, I mean, we haven't talked about it in a little bit. I'm still not sold on. Honestly, I'm sold on the new Xbox. And I'm still not going to buy it day one, but that's the console that I'm sold on. The PlayStation looks to offer nothing anymore.
Well, maybe. This could, but the thing is, with this particular game, so this isn't like, what was that last game that Kojima did? Gosh darn it.
Now here we go, because I'm going to piss a lot of people off. I think he's completely overrated, and I think that it's a team behind him that runs off of his ideas, and he may have wonderful ideas, but his games have been pretty shit the last several of them that have come out. In the early days, yeah, and I watched YouTube of Death Stranding all the way through because I could not choke down the fucking cost to buy it. It, to me, was not even worth $10. I still won't buy it for $10. And I watched all of it. I did not think it was a good game at all. And it's bad to me.
It wasn't mine. The story I thought was interesting, but the gameplay, I didn't want to get into it. But that came out... came out in 19. It's coming out now. It's now out, I think, on PC. But the Horizon Zero Dawn came out in February of 2017. And we're coming up on the tail end of August, when this is, or the tail end of this year, 2020, when they're going to release it onto PC. I don't think this is going to hurt. Like, it depends on how quick the turnaround is. It could be like, oh, I'm really interested in this game. Well, maybe you're going to have to wait 3 years before it comes out. This is like, like porting it to the PC. Like, this is like taking like the Sega games and finally eventually porting them to a console or porting them to a PC. It took a long time, but if you really wanted to play it when it was hot, when it was the new thing, to avoid all the spoilers, to really get into it, you were going to have to buy it on PlayStation. I mean, you're waiting 3+ years for it to come out on a PC, and I don't even think it was guaranteed at the time. It might have been. I don't remember. I remember following it in the very beginning because it was one of the games that I was interested in. when they talked about it at E3, like it captured my interest. And I was like, that's going to be a cool game to watch. And it was. And they may have talked about taking it over to PC, but I don't think PlayStation's going to lose money.
And you know, they probably won't. I'm just looking at it because it is very quoted in this article by The Verge, right? Horizon Zero Dawn is the first PlayStation 4 exclusive that is making a move to a second platform. During Sony's PlayStation 5 event last month, Guerrilla announced a stunning-looking PlayStation 5 sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn called Horizon Forbidden West, but there's no release window for the anticipation follow-up at all. So they haven't said if it's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive or it's going to be PS5 time locked and then go into PC. I bet you they're going to see how well Horizon Zero Dawn does. Now, if we actually take a look at it, yes, the consoles are more and more, they're desktop computers now that are just microcomputers that you slap in front of your TV and everything, right? But the programming languages is where we run into the difficulties, right? It's easy to program for the PlayStation, where it was harder to program for Sega for a while, and then it got harder to program. It got easier to program for Microsoft, and harder to program for Microsoft, and easier again. And we'll see porting things over to PlayStation to Xbox to PC is only going to be easier and easier and easier as everything's going to start using, and already is using, more of the same engine technology across the board, and we'll go from there. So they really could release a Horizon Forbidden West on PC along with the PlayStation 5 release, and that being touted as one of the big, this is a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah, they could lose a little bit. Now, are they going to lose a lot? Probably not, but they could lose a little bit.
Death Stranding's actually coming out July 14th onto PC.
And again, I watched all of that, and I don't think Hideo Kojima is a fucking genius.
Yeah, I get it, yeah. But yeah, so that will be the first, I don't know, maybe it's the first PlayStation 4 port. I don't know if they've done any other games. But yeah, I think it's good if you wanted to play if you really want to play a game, I do recommend, Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a good game. There's a lot of fun elements to it. Hunting. It's a futuristic, primitive combination. Crafting, hunting, gathering, and it's got a good story to it. It's not. So some people I know some people who look at female characters and go, oh, that's just, appropriation. And no, this isn't playing into that. She's got a good fleshed out character. This is a good story. There's good gameplay in there. From what I can see, and this is my visual experience. I don't know what it's like with the controllers. I don't watch live streams of these games. I watch people who play these games, record them, and stitch them together to make a movie. When I watch these games, that's what I like to do. Because I want everyone to shut the fuck up when anyone's talking in the game, or I want to hear the game. I don't want to hear someone else. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So next article, and this is really cool. So Bungie is going to remove the rewards cap from old Destiny raids so players can farm them. So did this come out on Bungie Day? So Bungie Day is 7/7. Yeah. It's that they love this number. That's their favorite thing. They used to do something in Halo. You could play tournaments and stuff on the 7th of July. But so Destiny 2 players can go back and play the old raids. Moment of triumph to unlockable tie to each. Completing all 5 soon to be removed raids will also net you an exclusive raid ring and emblem. So they're removing Leviathan, Eater of the Worlds, Spire of the Stars, Crown of Sorrow, and Scourge of the Past. Soon to be removed. That's kind of sad that they're getting rid of those. But yeah, so you can go through and do these raids and just kind of like farm them. And, it's instead of having to wait, until next week, you're going to be able to actually go through these. And, pyramids, the nefarious pyramid ships across the solar system. So they're showing that, so the pyramid ships are coming in, they're coming closer. I haven't been playing enough Destiny. I dropped out after, God, I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the expansions in Destiny 2. It was before Forsaken and Shadowkeep.
Wait, is this the first Destiny or Destiny 2?
This is Destiny 2. They're not talking about Vault of Glass, those raids and such. They're talking about the Destiny 2 raids.
Oh, okay. Because I played Destiny 2 on launch because everybody was playing it. You guys were like, hey, let's play. We got really absorbed into it. It was like a good 2 or 3 months that we were playing it. Like, I think it honestly lasted longer than our 7 Days to Die run. And we played 7 Days to Die for at least a solid 2 months on that one server. Then we started playing Destiny 2, and then the expansion came out for it. And I remember Zyber, I believe, bought me the expansion. I was like, yeah. And then we played it for like 2 more weeks and dropped it, and I've never gone back to it.
Oh, wait, hang on. So it's removed the reward limit from 5 of the raids, meaning you can farm them as much as you like until they're gone. Okay. So I guess that means, because it used to be like you would play the raid and you'd have to wait a week to go get more rewards.
Yeah, it's similar to World of Warcraft's time lock on everything. You can only defeat the same boss so many times. It's once a week.
Yeah, so this will be nice. They'll get rid of that, so you could just go through and, good lord, sorry, farm the crap out of these raids. Leviathan, Eater of the Worlds, Spire of the Stars, Crown of Sorrow, Scourge of the Past. Yeah, so they're not doing like the machine raid or anything like that. But yeah, so they're doing that until the game comes out September 22nd. Destiny 2's Beyond Light. I believe that's when they're going to remove these. They actually, no, they don't have that down yet. Soon to be removed. Quote PC Gaming. Okay, so wait. As all of this is important because, as we explained last month, on September 22nd, the release of Destiny 2 expansion Beyond Light will also see the removal of older locations and raids. As a result, if you don't get the rewards you want out of them before Beyond the Light launches, you'll have to wait for them to be rotated back in before you take another shot. So they're kind of shrinking the world, which kind of sucks, if you ask me. Rather than
shrinking the world always sucks, dude. Yeah, but they're gonna do it so I believe they were taking parts away so they could expand into other areas. And I don't know, man. Destiny 2, once you get past, no one should be playing the newbie stuff anymore. Even the newbie shouldn't be playing the newbie stuff anymore.
Yeah, It's always kind of fun just to kind of like go back. I loved it when you can go back into Vault of Glass and feel like a god. That was always fun. But yeah, so go check that out if you're Destiny. I know a lot of it is free to play right now, up to Forsaken and Shadowkeep. So you can play. I forget the name of these darn expansions. It's been so long since I've played them.
I couldn't even tell you, man. I played the first Destiny 2, and then I started to play the first expansion, and then we stopped, and I've never touched it again.
Yeah, it's like Wrath of the Machines, and then something Osiris. Yeah, do something with Osiris, but yeah. So God, I hate how we're gonna end on this note. Sucks.
You're missing something then.
No, I'm not missing something. It's the note that we're ending on is sad. MSI CEO Charles Chang has died. So according to Taiwanese news outlet Liberty Times, Chang fell from the 7th floor of a building in Taipei's I can't say that district, after which he was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Ooh, Jesus. Fell from the 7th floor of a building.
Yeah, that's one of those. Did he jump? Did he... I don't know MSI's... I don't know if they were going through financial problems. I don't know anything about it, but it's a very interesting, considering, MSI is a very big company, that somebody would just randomly fall from the 7th floor of a building, and then no other details about the circumstances have been made available.
Hang on. Nope, never mind. Sorry. Wrong one. I saw something else and someone claiming Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and I'm like, and it wasn't his company though. Yeah, he been part of the company for more than 20 years, made outstanding contributions, and was admired by his colleagues. He's a respected leader of the family. So he joined in 1999 as the vice president of engineering. In 2010, became the general manager of the company's desktop platform business division before moving to CEO in January 2019. This company was originally founded in 1986, and they specializing in motherboards and GPUs, and nowadays produces PCs, laptops, monitors, and other peripherals and hardware. Yeah, it's a sucky situation. Feel sorry for his family. 56, man. That ain't old.
That's young, man. Fuck. That is absolutely awful, man. I hope that, his family's okay and doing the best they can, because it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I hate to end it on that, but...
Well, you didn't, because you're still missing an article, man.
I am? What am I missing here?
Hold on, I'm going to repost it for you, because you put it in the damn recording chat, and I was like, all right. How about that?
Oh, that one. I did miss this one. Task and Purpose. So, in a new World War II video game, Medic Pacific Corpsman, you'll have to decide who you can save.
Corpsman? Corpsman, not Corpsman.
Sorry. Corpsman. Corpsman, I'll say, I'd never read it. It's like, Colonel? Connell? It's spelled Connell, the way it looks, but it's Colonel. Dude, you're talking to someone who does not do good at phonics and grammar. I'm horrible at that crap.
Yeah, yes, but it's called Medic Pacific Corpsman. like the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Okay, it's taking place in World War II. It's taking place in, the Pacific Theater, as it's called, Pacific Corpsmen. Yeah, dude, I'm excited for this game. And Task and Purpose, by the way, is not a website that I ever visit for video game topics or reviews or anything like that. It is a diehard pro-military, which I am pro-military as being a veteran and everything. But yeah, it's not where you get an idea for video games. But I saw this and was like, son of a bitch, why is no one else talking about this? And it looks good.
Yeah, it does. The graphics aren't the best, but they're not horrible either. I say that because there have been some other games that have just been very realistic, but I don't know if you want to get too realistic with this, because I know I would get sick. I don't deal good with the sight of blood. When they draw blood, I don't do good with that. I always got to look away. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's talk about a stressful environment. You're saving people, and I don't think I've ever seen any photos of a corpsman in World War II with a gun. They were never issued guns, were they?
Yeah, they were issued firearms just like everyone else.
Really?
There is a very famous corpsman that was issued a firearm who refused to carry it.
Hacksaw Ridge?
There you go, Hacksaw Ridge. Very famous for that.
I know the movie title, I don't know the name of the guy. But
yeah, I do believe he's a Medal of Honor recipient.
But I don't know. I loved looking at the Life and Times articles, and I never saw one with a corpsman carrying one. Uh-oh. So Apple TV's got something. I know this is off topic. Tom Hanks unleashes hell on Nazi submarines and Greyhound, streaming on Apple TV this week. I feel sorry for those people, because whenever Tom Hanks is in charge of a craft, shit goes south real fast. Airplanes.
Oh, dear God, dude. Yup. No, if Tom Hanks is talking about travel in any way, shape, or form, you're all fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. But it looks like it's going to be a cool game.
It's it's not going to be the traditional game that you're thinking of, and maybe that's why it's not getting as much coverage as it should, and it's being put out on Task and Purpose, which is fucking crazy for them to publish a video game thing. But World War II setting, obviously it's set in the Pacific Theater. You are obviously playing a Navy corpsman and all of that, I believe, for the Marine Corps and what it looks like. And it's probably going to, they haven't said, but it's probably going to have some very infamous battles. There's a lot of interesting aspects. Instead of playing a game where you run around and kill as many of the enemy as possible, this is a game, and I think it's going to be a lot more stressful to play. It's a game where you have to make life and death decisions on who you're going to save and who you're going to let die, and how the people you're going to save, how you're going to treat them. Do they need tourniquets, bandages, morphine? How are you going to fix it? How are you going to do it? All while being, a character immersed in the world of warfare, getting shot at. There's the video of him dragging people he's trying to save while they're returning fire and all of that, so they can get to safety. It's a very interesting take on gameplay, and especially World War II gameplay. And from my understanding of the quick review of it, just completing the game should earn you a DD-214, which is your discharge paperwork from the military. So that's what Task and Purpose is saying so far. I'm excited to see more of it. I'm excited to see what they do with it. It is definitely a very new take on a warfare game. I've never gotten to play a medic in a game and having to make credit, like seriously try and figure out, oh, I'm going to save this person for this reason, but this person I'm going to let be a goner. And I don't see it as I'm just going to come home from work and play some fucking thing where I just going to shoot a whole bunch of Nazis and, man, I'm going to call it a fucking day and, drink some whiskey and go to bed. That's a kind of relaxing night. I mean, I can relax doing that. But, saving people and not saving people, that's more of a stressful game than, tonight's just not the night. I'm gonna drink some whiskey and I'm gonna watch some fucking stupid TV and go to bed, man.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a different environment. Yeah, so this is so it's coming out next year on Steam, so no official date. But Hypnotic Ants, Games Operators, and Playway S.A. So it's still in development, but hopefully you'll see more than they say the rough edges of this trailer. They don't have much about the storyline, but actual battles. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm always interested in World War II stuff, so I may look into this. But then again, I may just decide to watch someone else play it, so I don't have to deal with the stress as much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. I'm very interested. I'm very interested in playing it. It's going to be something fun, at least new, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, that is it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Blue Shark 45. You can find me on Twitter at Blue Shark 45. You can also find me on Parler at the same name. I haven't been doing a whole lot on Parler. I mostly got into it because it's like free speech promoted platform. They're not banning a lot of people like they do on Twitter. So I decided to dip my toes into that. But you can also find me on our G.N.A. Discord. That's where you can hit me up for playing games and such, and just chatting. And you can also find me on other Discords, such as the Enable Sisters, TPC Gaming, and Mulehorn Gaming. Daymok, why don't you tell the lovely people where they can find you?
I pretty much exclusively troll the G.N.A.'s Discord, and as of right now, I'm waiting for somebody to attempt to dethrone me, because I am ranked #1 ultimate fucking shit talker, which, yeah, come try and fucking take the title. You think you got what it takes? Let's fucking do this, brah. Come on, brah. We'll do this, brah. No, I exclusively troll the Discord, man, and I am actually ranked ultimate shit talker, so let's go.
Yes, you are, sir. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, you can also check out us on
www or too many W's. Dot. Daymok likes gin and tonic. .com or GNApodcast.com, whatever you fucking fancy.
Thank you very much, Daymok, and you have a lovely evening. Good night.
Oh, man, thanks for having me. You have a great fucking night, man.
We hope you enjoyed the show. G.N.A. Games, Nerds, and Alcohol. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Reviews help people find the show, so if you enjoy listening to us, let other people know. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Podcast Addict, Player FM, Stitcher, Spreaker, MyTuner, Your Listen, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and a whole bunch of other places. If we aren't someplace, let us know. We'll upload there.
You can also follow us on Twitter or Facebook by searching at G.N.A. Podcast. You can also join our Discord chat. Just see the pinned tweet.
We do a game show night every first Saturday of every month on Mixer at www.mixer.com/G.N.A. podcast.
And join us every second Saturday of the month for Horror Movie Night, hosted by Zyberblood.
We want to thank Morgan BS Photography for our artwork and logo. Check him out at morganbs.com.
And please email us at GNApodcast@GNAinyourdNA.1 with all your questions, comments, or death threats. We would love to hear from you. And last but not least, please be sure to check out our website at www.GNApodcast.com. I am blue.